Am I live? I'm live. Hey, hi, what's up? What is going on? My name is Robyn Lynette, and we are here for the live vibe stream podcast, episode 8, with me, your homegirl, real relevant, Robyn, and Natty B. Let's get Natty B in the house. She's invited. She's here, I believe. Add. Added you. What is happening? It says adding. Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hey.
Tyron was eating.
Yes, it's the first time he's eating cat food.
That was so cute. You're like, oh, I gotta wait a minute.
I didn't want to move. I was scared to move. I'm like, I don't want to.
In case you'll stop eating.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Good. Well, that's good. That's a good sign. That means he's probably feeling a little bit better at least.
Yeah, well, I gave him. He didn't get his antibiotics yet, like I said, but he did. He has some appetite stuff that they told me I could use still for his
nice.
Put it in his ear. So, and I hadn't given him any because I didn't know if I should or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do shit that I'm not supposed to and hurt him more than he already is. So the vet said yes, definitely give it to him if he's not eating. So I did. So and he ate a little bit.
Well, that is very good. Yeah. Very good news. So, I actually I actually don't have cigarettes either.
Oh geez. Oh, no,
all I got is my herbal. I'm like, let me not buy a pack because then I'm gonna want to smoke it.
Yeah.
I don't want.
That's what before I kept my cigarettes outside and I had to smoke outside, or if I went outside to smoke, I would leave the pack in the house. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be more of an effort to have to smoke. But if they're right in front of me and I can smoke whenever I want, I'm just horrible. Like I have an addict mentality. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just smoke until they're gone.
I feel like you can't see my eyebrow. What is that? Where the fuck did it go?
My phone is not working.
Your phone?
Yeah.
I was having issues with my phone earlier too. Like check out my. Look, I did my altar.
Oh, I love it.
You see it?
Oh, yes.
It's pretty, right?
Buddha. Hey, Buddha, what's up?
What up, Buddha? Chilling. Yay.
I'm gonna call you later, homie, alright? Hey, I'm gonna call you later, alright?
Look at this. This is like where all my
I love that.
Stuff for
it looks
spells.
So cool. It looks so cool with the lights, like it's like
I put the lights there.
Yeah.
It's cute, right?
Yes.
I painted that.
Oh, I love that. You're so creative.
I love that's what like really drives me. I feel like just being creative, like, and expressing yourself in any way, you know, is like
yes,
beautiful to me. So you said that we're not allowed to like smoke anything on the camera. Or
that's what I was under the impression. Somebody told me that when I first started. I just like hide it the best I can because if somebody like reports it, it'll be an issue. But I don't think any of the people that show up now are really going to report it, but they might later see it.
No,
be dicks because
I know what you mean.
But
okay. Just so I know.
Like, yeah.
I'll just go off like
nothing.
I'll just go off like this. You know what I'm doing. Like when I go off here.
That's what I used to do. That's what I literally used to do. I'd be like, I'm still here.
One second, bro.
Dan hates it when we're on live stream.
What?
Dan hates it when we're on live stream. He said it's annoying.
Because we're loud as fuck? Oh, I know. Well,
yeah, and he always like how how you laugh and then you're always like, oh fuck. Like he always does. He's like, oh fuck. I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, that's mean. That's mean, Dan. That's mean.
I know. He makes fun of me. He makes fun of me too, like with the way I laugh.
Everyone, literally, my laugh. I know it's a lot, but it's like it makes people like either really annoyed or they love it. You know, there's no in between. It's like they either can't stand it or they love it, like totally.
Yeah, like my personality.
Yeah, you know, and then usually people get used to it after a while.
Yeah, I don't know. I love it. I always loved it. So, but maybe I may be biased, but I don't know.
That's okay. That doesn't bother me. So, I got all my cards over here. You want to read some cards, maybe? Or did you have anything you wanted to talk about? Like, you know?
Yeah, Danny said your laugh is awesome. Yeah. I definitely agree.
Thank you, Danny. I wish I could see I don't see like the chats or anything.
You should. It seems like if you're a host, you should be able to see everything that I see. It's weird. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, he sent us.
I don't know.
He sent us.
It could just be my phone, though. I don't know.
He sent us 200 stars so far. Now I don't think he sent any. Oh, he did just send them. Did he just send them? He just sent 200. Oh, thank you. He just sent us 200 just now. Yep, because it says up there. Thank you.
Thank you. Danny's awesome.
He is like so supportive. He's awesome. The shit out of you, Danny.
Yeah. It's really cool that he is. I feel like he's definitely. And when I did he's definitely very, very cool. I like him.
Yeah.
As a person. So I'm gonna
so my friend Sarah, she was supposed to be here, but maybe because I'm late.
Okay. Maybe we can give one question readings if anybody wants.
Yeah,
if somebody comes on.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to read, but I mean, I don't think I had anything that I haven't already told you in my 80,000 messages that I've sent in the past 2 days.
It's your fault that I'm laughing like this, Robyn.
Right. You just open your phone and it just never stops loading.
Yeah, right. I'm like, wait, oh shit. I'm like, shit, what do I respond to? Which one? I like try to like think. I'm like, all right, this one's priority. This one's a priority. Let me get to the other ones later. I'll touch on those later. All right, so I'll just do like a couple. You said your friend Sarah was gonna watch.
She was gonna. Oh, I think she is here now. Hey, Sarah, you made it.
Sarah. Does she have a question?
Do you want Natalie to pull cards for you, Sarah? You don't have to. I was just asking since you're here. She said, hey. Well, she said, hi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the lag is on this phone, so I don't know how long it takes. I guess let's just do something and see what comes out. Oh, she said, absolutely, please.
Okay.
I wish you could see the comments. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're a host, you should be able to manage. I think if we had StreamYard, you would be able to.
Probably, yeah. We should try different ways
we should just test it next time. Just
test them out, exactly.
Yeah.
And we can even test them out on like a different day. We don't have to do it, you know, on the night of. We could try it another day. So we don't waste the Tuesday night podcast. So
Yeah.
did Sarah have a question?
Um, probably, I think she just pulled cards because I said you wanted to pull cards. She said, yes, please. So,
Okay.
I guess just see what, whatever.
Whatever she needs to hear, call upon.
Yeah.
Guides and Sarah's spirit guides. Allow me to use.
I'm gonna get that. Halo Santo.
I think Sarah she's like there's something that she's created that she's like kind of like holding in her hand, like it's very sacred to her. It's like become very sacred to her because she's putting a lot of energy and effort into a particular situation. I feel very positive about it. I feel like it's something that if she's wondering if it's like going to continue to grow, it is going to continue to grow. It's like definitely, I feel like she feels like she's waiting forever to see results for something in her life, something that she created herself, that she's been like, that's become very sacred to her, that's become very important to her. It's like she's waiting around for the results to happen, and she's like maybe questioning if it's like she feels like she's going through the motions almost right now. Okay. I do feel like she might be experiencing some heartache in an aspect in her life. And I think that if she feels like she is, okay, so I don't, it might not be like this might be related to relationships, actually. I think that the thing that she's holding sacred is probably a person that she's putting a lot of energy and effort to, but she feels like she's just waiting around to see it grow, to see it evolve into something more serious. And it's like she just feels like it's going through the motions. It's almost like she's having to accept that it's like a I don't want to say a dead end relationship, but it's like that's how she's feeling right now. But I think that whatever it is that she's hoping for, if she continues to work through the issues or the problems, that is when the results will and stop trying to control the outcomes. That's the problem. She's putting too much weight onto like timing, onto like certain things, maybe like ideas of wanting to get married or something. She wants it to become more serious or more committed, and it's not happening. But it's also not like it. I think she's creating this heartbreak for no reason, because it's once she follows through with whatever it is, that it's gonna eventually evolve. She just has to kind of let go of trying to control the outcome, basically. So that is what I have for Sarah.
I'm told to pull up the comments on the laptop because this dang screen does not work right with the comments. I'm sure, I can't tell if, I'm sure that, I mean, you're always spot on, so I'm sure that resonates some way.
Yeah.
I can't see the damn comments. What is going on, man? Can't close anything out. Close. Okay. there's always this blue mark on my, like, it's a blue bar that goes when the comments come through. It's a blue bar that goes across. I don't understand why it does that.
It's so weird. So one more thing for Sarah. She, it's really, really important. It's the message of having faith and going with the flow instead of trying to control the outcome. And when she releases that need to control timing or wanting something to evolve at a certain rate, once she lets go of that attachment that she has, that's when things will flow smoothly.
Oh, she said, very, very insightful. Thank you.
No problem, Sarah.
Sorry, I thought you were done when I started talking.
No, yeah, I think I was. I don't remember.
No, you could. Well, you said one more thing, and that's a goose.
Oh, yeah. Because it like just popped up like out of the blue. All right. Oh, hold on. Guess what I'm doing? I'm smoking my marijuana cigarettes.
Wacky tobacco.
Yeah, my wacky tobacco.
Well, I mean, marijuana cigarette sounds kind of pretty obvious what that means.
No. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, fuck. Well, gee willikers, Batman, you got me. You all got me. Guess I screwed that one up.
She said, I really hope that what you read is pertaining to my marriage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that obviously does make sense.
Yeah. I think that, I feel that, well, that would make a lot of sense. I feel like she's been feeling like heartache or heartbreak, like it's not going, and like, it's not, there's no room to evolve or grow. Whereas that's how she feels.
Yeah.
But there is opportunity. It's just she's needing to let go of that control of having a certain outcome in situations.
She said, "Oh my God, I need some wacky tobacco so bad right now." Oh, said she has anxiety.
Oh, Sarah. Look at this little guy. Look, Robyn. He's just chilling on me.
Cats always do that to me too. Like they always love me. I am live. It says happening now. Okay, well, I don't want to mess shit up, so I'm not gonna do nothing with this because I forgot. Like it's different when I go live from just without creating the event, and I could just turn on my page and it's right there. And this one, like it says I have to go live on the left. It says go live in the event. I am live in the event, but I'm not so live on. I know. It says happening now, but it's yeah. That's why I think this is why it confused us last time. So I'm just gonna have to read comments from here. I'm not fucking with anything, so I'll fuck something up. It's like raining really bad right now, and when I went to the store just now, and it was I hate driving in the rain. Like I hate it, especially in the car that I have, because it has a misfire, so it doesn't have all the power it should have, and it's only a 4-cylinder as it is, so it's like running on like 3 cylinders. So like when it's wet out, it doesn't grip the road really well.
Oh, that's
like,
dangerous. You're like,
then, Yeah, and then I can't turn the damn defrost on because the tensioner chain is screwed up in the engine. That just happened, like literally just the other day. I'm taking Chiron to the vet, and
Shit.
yeah, so I can't turn like the defrost on. So while the windows are fogging up and it was raining, and I was going like 10 miles an hour, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I was only going like 10.
And, oh my god, it sounded like you were singing a song. Like I'm gonna move, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die.
I get so paranoid, like I like freak out.
No, that's scary. That's scary. I've had cars like that. I've actually driven my first car that I ever had. This is a funny story, actually. The first car I ever owned was a Chrysler LeBaron. Do you know what kind of car that is?
I have one actually, yeah.
Oh my god, with the fucking top, like the top, that ghetto ass car. So you know
Yeah.
the car. So I had a
Yeah,
white
like
Chrysler
old.
LeBaron. This was my first car. I took it to go get to take my driver's license test,
Oh geez.
and it failed because the tires were like baldy. They're like, this is too dangerous to drive. I was like, what? Fuck.
I had
so like the first time I went to get my license, I guess like technically I failed, but it was because my car. It wasn't because of me. I couldn't even drive it. Oh my god, my boobies are popping out. Sorry. Whoops.
yeah.
My buttons are yeah, so that was my first car. So so I was driving that car with the tires balding for a good minute, because that was that she could have just like exploded like any second.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's
crazy. Yeah.
So I won't drive mine on the freeway. I had I forgot what kind of car I took to do my road test, but it was like I didn't get my license until I was like 25 or 24 because I was like too scared. Because I'm like scared of things. I've always been scared of things that like will never happen. I'm not scared of like I'll walk right up to somebody with a gun and tell them to suck my dick, but I won't drive on the freeway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
well, geez.
yeah, like sleep in the alley in Detroit, but I can't drive over 15 miles an hour.
I got my license. I did everything as fast as I possibly could. Like I felt like I was too in a rush to like grow up or to be independent. So like I got my license at 15, got a car. I was the first one in my like group of friends that had a car. I was the very first one. And so I got a car as soon as I got my license, and then I moved out at 17.
Me too.
Moved out of my parents' house, and like, it's just started fucking like, yeah. So I did everything pretty young. I was like I was in a rush. I regret, I don't regret it, but I do, because I wish
but I still was very reliant on my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom made me feel safe to do that in a weird way. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Like she bailed me out of everything, so I didn't feel like it was a big deal to, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't worry about getting in trouble or not paying things or not. You know what I'm saying? She always like bailed me out. So but yeah, I got my first car when I was 17. I got my first job when I was 13, but I also had a baby when I was 13, so.
Really?
Yeah, my daughter is like almost the same age as you. She's 27, dude.
Oh my god. I didn't know it was 13. I knew you had her young, but I didn't know it was 13. So that must have been, that's pretty kind of eye-opener kind of situation.
Yeah, I mean that was like my first like boyfriend or first anything really, you know what I'm saying? He was 15 and like I used to like party a lot and stuff, but I always told guys that I wasn't a virgin. I don't know why. Like I used to like go to parties, be like I'm not a virgin, but and then I ended up getting pregnant, and everybody called me a whore. I'm like, literally the first guy I had sex with.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're like, well,
I got kicked out of high school when I was pregnant. Yeah.
Oh man.
I got kicked out of high school when I was pregnant for kicking this girl, and she fell down the stairs because, well, she like yelled in my face, was just talking crap, whatever she was saying. So I like kicked her and she fell down the stairs. So I got kicked out of regular high school and had to go to alternative ed.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I just stayed there after that because it was way better. It was so like a lot smaller and less people, and I was just like, this is a lot better.
So when you had your baby,
like,
did your mom helped you like through that shit?
Well, yeah, like after, like she didn't even know that I was pregnant. Like my mom didn't even know I was pregnant until people at school knew I was pregnant, and like this, you know what I'm saying? And I told the school counselor when I was in labor, and I was like, don't call my mom. She's like, I have to. I'm like,
oh man. When you were in labor?
Yes.
She didn't know that entire time? Like what? No. How did you hide it?
Well, because I used to dress like a guy anyway. Like I used to wear baggy clothes and
you didn't get that big, right? Because you were 13.
I only weighed like 90 pounds, and then when I was when they weighed me at the hospital, I was like 100 and I was like 140 or something, but I always wore like baggy clothes and
like the normal weight.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I literally wore guy clothes. Like I wore remember, you know what like cross colors are, that brand cross colors? It used to be like the style back in the 90s. I used to wear those outfits all the time, like the dude ones. So it was like big ass shirts. I wore big ass flannels and like dicky pants and stuff. Like
okay, yeah.
So I said I used to think I was a dude when I was younger, but I'm glad nobody talked me into being one.
All right. Why? Because you don't feel that way anymore?
No.
Like,
right. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you think that was like a social thing that like you felt like because this is interesting to me because
it was environmental for sure.
What did you say?
It was like definitely environmental, you know what I'm saying? Like it was based on like my environment, my socioeconomic status, really, you know what I'm saying? Like my my environment, my neighborhood, the people I went to school with, you know what I'm saying? So it was Detroit, so I used to talk a lot different too back then. Like I talked very like street slang, like
bad. I used to talk like that too. I grew up in Miami, so they had their own little like slang, type way of talking, and I fell into that too. But Detroit, I went to Detroit one time for an Eminem concert.
For what?
For an Eminem concert.
Oh yeah.
I saw Eminem.
That seems very stereotypical.
Well, I mean, I was like 16 or something. I was just going along for the ride. I was like, yeah, cool. I'm down for a concert. Sure.
Yeah. It's so funny though, because like every like downtown area, like if you didn't know, looks the same. You know what I'm saying? Like like when I took a Greyhound to Tennessee, every time I got off we stopped at the Greyhound station, I'm like, it looks just like every other Greyhound. Like it all looks, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all
uniform.
The same. Yeah. So you can't. It's I mean, you don't really get a feel. What do you remember? What you stadium you went to?
I don't remember the stadium, but I do remember when I went outside, all of the sewers had smoke. Like there's smoke coming out of all the sewers.
Detroit, yes.
Yeah. That's what stuck in my mind. Like that was that when I think about
somewhere.
When I think about it, that's what I picture. It's like all the smoke coming from the sewers, and like it was very industrial type like area. It was very like a lot of metal, like a lot of
yeah.
just very industrial, and like it was very, you know, city. It was pretty.
Yes.
It was very city like, very like you knew you were in the city. Like when I was when I was
there's
walking
like
around, I was
hardly the only trees that are around are the ones that are in front of like the buildings.
no, yeah,
that
there.
were
I don't remember seeing
planted.
any trees. Honestly, I don't remember
Yeah.
seeing any. There was too many buildings and too much shit going on for there to be any trees.
Yeah, you're definitely downtown. It is very industrial there, though. It's like a concrete. Everything's concrete and steel.
Concrete, yeah, concrete jungle. Yeah, it's not.
Yep. And like Ohio's a little better, but it's still very city.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a lot better than Detroit in most areas, but not the areas I can afford to live in. Yeah. However,
Miami, there's some areas that are like very city-like, like Miami Beach and stuff, but it's different than like it's different. It's like weird. Miami is really weird. It's very like I don't know. I think it's very tropical. Like when I like go, you know, everything's very like it's more like a resort type place, you know, like a place where people come to go on vacation. That's the energy that it.
Yeah, I can
it's
see
by the water. There's like it's a different, completely different vibe, but there's a lot of partying as well. It's like overkill. It's like everything is open all night. There's like things open all night. Where here, where I'm living here, everything closes at 2. I'm like, what the fuck? That's so weird. There's nothing open past 2. Like, what?
Yeah, everything closes at 10 here. Shit.
What?
Yeah.
That blows my
Sarah said she grew up in Miami too.
Oh, sweet.
In the suburbs by Kendall.
Oh yes, yeah. I lived in Kendall. I also lived. Mostly I lived in Miami-Dade, and like Dade County, and I lived in the Gables for a little bit, and I lived in what's it called? South Miami, by like the college, by UM. Yeah, UM. It's crazy because I haven't been there for so long. But I used to run the streets of Miami.
Yeah, when I went to Detroit area for I had to pay a ticket to get my license. I had to pay a warrant off, and then I had to go downtown to get my divorce decree from my first ex-husband so I could marry my now second ex-husband. But it seemed so different to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't been there in several years, so it was like, how did I ever like function here? So it's just crazy to see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow. Danny said earlier, I didn't see it. He just said, easier said than done. I can relate to trying to control outcomes. Definitely sometimes ruins things. So I guess that was referring to the
when
reading.
I was when
earlier.
I was talking about Sarah.
Yeah.
So I just pulled some cards like randomly, and it's actually interesting because so the Lovers came out, right?
Oh, I got
the Moon in the reverse.
Earlier.
Yes, the Moon in the reverse.
Okay.
The Moon in the reverse and Hermits. So I feel like it's a lot of like collectively we're all kind of dealing with some shadow aspects of relationships. Maybe shadow aspects are coming up or like bubbling to the surface kind of, and we're like holding on to something that isn't holding weight kind of.
Well, because I feel like it's definitely subconscious. It's definitely like conditioning and programming, probably from childhood, from beliefs that were instilled in us from like a mother or a mother figure. That's what I'm feeling. That with the Moon in reverse, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we're projecting those things now, but it's subconscious. I don't feel like it's necessarily, especially in reverse, like we're necessarily aware of it right now. You know what I mean? We're not necessarily, we can't pinpoint exactly what we're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes. No, it does. It does. It makes perfect sense. I think that's, yeah, I think that's exactly spot on, especially because the cards that came up after kind of just confirmed it. Like I also think that wow, and then the sun came out.
Oh, that's funny.
And
so
the sun and the emperor came out.
Oh wow.
So I feel like yeah, for the most part, it's just, I think it's okay. What I think it is, it's like remnants, or like it's like the subconscious fears that we've been working through, that we've been like kind of like all working through in our own lives, in different areas of our lives. We've all been working on like these subconscious fears, like all these doubts and all these like old belief systems that we've been kind of having to relook at or revisit within our lives. Like it's all been coming to the surface so that we can face them and overcome them.
Yeah.
And currently I think that we're all kind of dealing with like it's like waves, like the remnants of these subconscious fears. It's just like the ending of like just like clearing up like all the clutter so that you can be free, you know, so that we can get to the sun, so we can get that clarity. Wow.
Five of Pentacles.
That's interesting. Yeah, well, I do think it's just like a lot of struggling, kind of.
Yeah,
a lot of feelings of like
that.
not receiving love, or like, or you're not wanting to look at something when it comes to the way you're perceiving a certain situation. Maybe we need to look at a situation in our lives in a different light, or something like that.
Yeah. It's like we're making, it's like we feel like we're,
or boundaries.
Yeah.
We need to make, we're not sticking to certain boundaries that allow us to feel secure and safe and ourselves. And that is like literally what is meant. It's the key to unlock a lot of fortune, a lot of abundance within a certain situation, when you stick to those boundaries that you've created for yourself, or whatever it is. Once you have the courage to commit to keeping that those boundaries in place, and not letting yourself like veer off, and allow, you know what I mean, like just kind of
like not letting your thoughts,
let it go, let things slide. Yep. And
like,
not
like our thoughts are like pulling at us and like making us feel like we're closed in. But oops, that's backwards. With this with this Five of Pentacles, it's like we need to like mother ourselves. That's what it looks like to
nurture.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
We need to nurture ourselves, like, and stop like seeking. Stop like the external, like that. I feel like that came up somewhere. Like,
look what just came up. The Tower card came up.
Oh, I got that earlier in a message. Me and Derek actually just had a whole long ass conversation about the Tower card.
Yeah. Derek's very like he has like a lot of airiness, like a very mental, like he loves like I noticed.
Like I literally just listen to him talk for like just as long as he wants to talk, because it's so like interesting the way his mind works.
It is actually very, you can tell he's like got like some genius tendencies. So I am kind of getting a lot of cards that are like pretty rough, man. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Look, oh my God, as I said that, look what came out. Five of Wands, strife.
Yeah. So
So
I just got the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. So, and the Six of Cups to me is similar to the moon in the sense that it's like nostalgia and you know what I'm saying, like
yeah,
past, past
yes, especially in that
energy
deck.
of
Yeah,
some kind. Yeah.
that's like pretty deck. Oh, I love that. And then that's really cute. Wait, so
Yeah,
and
it's
then
the
that's
Two
the
of
Two of
Cups.
Cups, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's
Ooh, and
so
it's
it's
the
dealing
full
with
moon.
relationships. We're all dealing with something within our relationships. I feel it's like a very highlighted. Oh my God, look at these cards I keep getting. Disappointment. Like, oh,
Well, that's what we're feeling because this full moon that's coming up is literally it's in Gemini, you know what I'm saying? But where Mars is retrograde in Gemini right now. So
yes,
it's like,
yes.
you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It's I feel like it's closing out the cycle of all this shit from the eclipses and shit that we just went through, you know what I'm saying? So whatever all that stuff brought up that we've been working through with those eclipses, like this is like closing out that cycle so that we can start fresh. So it's bringing all this stuff to the surface.
Yeah.
And Mars in retrograde, it's like we have to reassess everything.
Yeah, and I think maybe some of us might be falling into like old habits that we used to have in order to cope with certain situations. Some of us are falling back into that, and we need to reassess that so that we can get back on track, because that's taking us further away from where we want to go when it comes to relationships or when it comes to just life in general. And we need to be strong. We need to have courage and be strong within following certain boundaries. Like, boundaries is really important. That is an awesome Ace of Wands. That is cool. Look how it looks like it's glowing in the camera. It looks so
Yeah.
fucking dope. That shit looks cool as hell.
Yeah, this is the uh something crystal tarot. That's a dragon wrapped around that sword.
Yes, yes, that is a dragon. Um,
I do know that dragons do symbolize like freedom, and I never looked into them because I had some kind of weird
I
experience with
think
dragons, so I never
Yeah,
really like
I think
looked.
that for well, my Chinese thing, like the dog, like
Mhm.
mine is a dragon.
Oh, is it? That
Yeah.
is why didn't you tell me that a long time ago? That would make so much sense
Yes.
to me, Natalie.
Hmm. Wait, I remember. Mhm. And weren't you like seeing dragons like
Yes.
a
And
lot,
I
like
think
it
I
was
even
like
asked you, I was
popping
like,
up?
what do you know about dragons? Didn't I even ask you
I'm
that when
like,
we
well, I'm
first
a
started?
dragon. Oh yeah, that's really that's
You're like, not a whole lot, I don't know.
We're like, repeat. Oh lordy,
Yes,
lord.
I was. And that was when I was like first thinking of like all of doing all of this in 2020 is when it first came to me, you know what I'm saying? I just never did anything. I just was in preparation stage for 2 years. Well, a lot of shit had to be like, you know, worked through. Yeah, and I was seeing a lot of dragons. I was seeing shadows of dragons. I was seeing dragons in my damn sleep.
I was seeing, well, have you in the sky seen like certain random rays of rainbow, like in the middle, like just like pops of like a rainbow, but it's not like a full rainbow. It's just like the colors pop up within like the clouds, kind of
Mm-hmm.
just like
Yeah, we don't see it a
so.
lot here, but I know it's yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I've seen it quite a few times, and when I looked it up, it popped up was something about dragons. Like it had something to
Really?
do, it was like it had like I'm gonna actually send it to you. I'll send it to you because it's actually pretty interesting. I can't really remember exactly what, and I know that if I talk about it, people are gonna think it's bullshit. But I'm gonna send you the thing anyways. Because it is a little bit out there. What you know.
Well, that's all right. That's what this podcast is for.
Yeah, well, I can't really even remember exactly, but it was something about like it's like a rainbow dragon that if you see it's like represents like good fortune like coming to you soon. And I remember seeing in the sky one time the random ray of colors that didn't connect to a whole rainbow. It was just like a spot within it, within clouds, and I was looking at the clouds around it, and it looked like a fucking dragon. Like you could see like the formation. I was like, what the fuck?
Your star seed connection in your star seed chart that we pulled up at one time,
Yeah.
the one that's connected to Orion, when I looked that up on YouTube from that one crazy lady.
Yeah.
She was talking about rainbow dragons being from that constellation, from that system. So that makes a lot of sense. Yes, I swear to God, it's in those videos that I sent you. Yes.
Yo, I just got like a rush of, whoa, that's crazy. That's fucking weird. And that would make sense why I'm, oh my God. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucking cool.
Ain't that crazy?
And
I did just get like,
it's funny because I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but I was like, it just started.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck yeah,
I'll find the video specifically and send you that one so you ain't gotta watch through all the other crazy stuff. Because that lady, like you said, she is a little out there on some things, I think, but a lot of things I do resonate with, and like especially her starseed things, but she just always throws other things in there that I'm just like, nah, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
So like,
let's reel it in a bit.
Right. Come back down to earth there, lady.
That's interesting.
I know it's like Aries, but to me, and when I saw it, like it did not look like, to me, it looks more like Baphomet than it does a fucking ram. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it does. What I first thought of.
Mm-hmm.
I did not.
So
what is that? Oh, Aries the ram. I was like Baphomet. So however you pronounce that,
Baphomet. What? So who does he represent? Like, what does he symbolize?
Baphomet.
Yeah.
He. Well, some people say it's like in satanic worship they worship him because he's a very powerful entity, but he just represents like life and death. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah.
So more like death representation, kind of like the death card, like, you know, beginning
like death
and
ending, rebirth,
something like the duality type.
Yes.
Transformation.
Yeah, he can create or destroy, kind of like Shakti energy or
Shakti,
whatever you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, that's what Baphomet. But he is like known a lot for like satanic culture because he looks like, I guess, what Satan supposedly looks like.
What they people
Christian
would
religion.
assume.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm getting the same cards, man.
Yeah, I just got.
I'm getting. Oh, like, damn.
Let's switch the damn deck.
Indolence. Wow. Look at this one. Indolence. Walking away, or walking away, or walking away from those things that no longer serve us. The need to walk away, or the need to let go of certain habits that we're holding on to, that are holding us back, that are keeping
that makes
us stuck.
That makes sense, seeing Baphomet, the devil.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and then the devil
trying to deal. Yeah, exactly. It's like letting go of those things that are clearly we
Temptation,
know
addiction, codependency,
clearly
emotional.
are no longer serving us. It's things that we know already. It's just things that we are holding on to that have helped us maybe cope with things in the past, but it's holding us back. It's keeping us stuck. It's keeping us trapped in like this run around, this, you know, like it's not gonna go anywhere. And that's what we need to walk away from. We need to walk away from all that shit. Even if, and it might not even be addiction. It might be something that like they're like just something that's not serving. Like maybe they like to cause, you know, drama in friend groups because it makes them feel, you know, powerful or whatever. Like it's just something like that. Like something that just doesn't serve us. Something that we can no longer justify.
Yeah, I just got the justice card a minute ago.
Yeah, we can't, it's not something that we can justify. We need to, in order to find balance within ourselves, we need to let that thing go. Whatever it is that we are attaching to, that we know clearly no longer serves us, that we've already made the connection that it doesn't serve us anymore, but it's holding us back from doing something. Oh my God, the Lovers again. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm getting all the fucking same cards, bro.
I switched the deck.
What? No. That means that getting the same cards, that means it's trying to tell us the same fucking message.
Exactly. No one's doing the same shit.
That's true. I'll switch the deck.
So now I'm doing.
You're right. I'll switch the deck.
That's what I do.
I'm
like when I feel like it's done speaking, I'm like, okay, well, I need a new deck.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's like, all right, yeah, that's all I got to say to you guys. So,
yeah. And different decks have different vibes and energies, you know?
Oh, no, they have their own personalities. All the decks have their own personalities. Like, they literally do. Some of them like to, like, be sassy and, like, you know, like, give sassy type messages. Yeah. And then some of them are, like, really, like, cut and dry, straight to the point. Ooh, that's a cool one.
Like, yeah, these ones have, like, gold foil in them. Oh, they're very, like,
beautiful.
Gold foil ones, but they're still pretty.
They're pretty, yeah. And they look beautiful in the camera.
Yeah, that ring light is awesome. Oh, I still never sent you that link.
We got this 6 of. This one's kind of cool. Look, these cards are cool. Like? Yeah, they're like the 70s. Like, yeah, I love. It's a cool deck.
Yeah, this one's just like a basic Rider-Waite Reminiscence, but it's still a pretty deck. I have like so many different versions of the Rider-Waite, like they just different versions of it. I got the 2 of Swords again. The 5 of Pentacles again. But it came out with the Sun, the 10 of Wands, and the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is also a card too. So I do definitely feel like there's a lot about, like you said, duality. There's something with duality.
So choose. And get like really the energy that we are putting into something that's no longer serving us can be put into a different into filling our own cup, whatever it is that we are, but in a way that is not keeping us bound or stuck. Finding a new way, finding something new to put our energy into.
Yeah, the way these cards, the way these ones lay down, like they're all like walking towards the sun, it looks like.
Look, Robyn. Ten of Swords. Like this Ten of Swords.
Oh wow, I got the 10 of Wands. Oh, what is that? What's in there?
Ten of Swords.
Yeah, I see
It's
I
hands.
know. I
Their
got this
hands being like.
one.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
They're like swords, just
Mhm.
like cutting up hands.
Yeah. Instead
It's
of it
kind of
being
gruesome,
stabbed in the
actually.
back. Yeah, I was just trying to think of what that could mean differently than the one. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, this one, look, it looks like there's like tears. There's like tears or
Yeah.
teardrops or like blood, like dripping. It could be
So it's
blood
like
or it could
something
be
that we've been reaching for, or something that we've been holding on to.
holding on to an idea, because it's swords, right? It's mental. It's an idea that we're holding on to that is keeping us stuck. It's like keeping us like
It's
creating more.
making her. It's like tying our hands behind her back, kind of like.
Yeah, we're
Like
making
we're
it
not
harder
able
on
to.
ourselves.
Yes.
It's causing, it's just like really and it's making it's almost more painful, because it's something that we're clearly aware of that we're doing that's no longer serving
Mm-hmm.
us. And at this point, now that the awareness is there, the fact that we continue to do it it's like really fucking with us. Oh
Yeah.
wow. That's
Yeah, because I
interesting.
got the 10 of. Yeah, I got the Sun with the 10 of Wands when you had the 10 of Swords.
Yeah, and then I got the Sun last time too.
Yeah.
Remember I got this.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Well, that one seems very like youthful. Maybe it's like something um that a habit that evolved when when we were younger. It's something that we've been, you know, doing to
Yeah.
ourselves or thinking to ourselves that is not it's just not working anymore.
Yeah, so it's like the Sun, that could be like our outward expression, and it also represents the father. So we already had the mother and the father, so it's definitely something that we believe from our childhood, whether.
Oh shit, my
Grab the
bad.
phone. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Sun, this can represent to me the father. The Sun is the, you know what I'm saying? So just because it's masculine, you know what I mean? Um, and with the kid right there, so. And just with the moon card coming out earlier, it just feels like it's definitely like childhood programming, or it could be like
Subconscious.
our inner child. Yeah, programming is subconscious, but it's expressing in our behaviors, because our Sun, it's our outward expression, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
definitely expressing. We're definitely expressing through that. But it's like you said, and with the 10 of Swords that you had, it's causing us more pain and more struggle and more weight, like you said
And
that
it's
earlier
like,
too.
and we're just like holding on to it. And then look,
Yes.
I got the Temperance card, which is with the Justice card coming out earlier. It's a lot like about it whatever it is that we're holding on to. It's putting too much weight on certain areas in our lives, and it's keeping us imbalanced, or
Yeah.
not balanced within ourselves, and it's making progress move slower in
Mm-hmm.
other areas of our lives. It's affecting all areas of our lives, even
Yeah,
though
I had the.
like we're trying to justify it and say like, no, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but it's affecting more than one area of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And we need, and it's holding us back. Look, now I got the look at this one, the 5 of Wands.
Ew.
It's like a lot of like tension, a lot of kind of like wanting to break free, or like holding. It's a lot of holding on, like a lot of hands, like you're holding on to something that you feel, you know, like you feel it's something that you once loved, and it once brought you certain joy, or that comfort, but it's no longer doing that. It's causing more strain, more anxiety, more uncertainty, and it's actually just holding us back. It's literally
Yeah.
we're fighting with ourselves, kind of.
Yes. And that too reminded me of like it's something that's trying to break free. It's trying to break free from us, but we're for whatever reason gripping it, and it's like it's cutting us as we're
Yeah.
trying to hold it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But we're so used to it because we
but we don't
wow,
want to
wow,
let it.
this card, oh my God, Robyn, I swear to God, I don't know how this happened. I don't know how this happened. My deck was right here, right? I got all the cards. I didn't have any cards anywhere else. I put the deck over here. I have a card on this side, face up. As we're saying, oh, we're trying to break through. Look at this card
Oh
that
my
fucking was on the side.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not. How? It was on like, what the fuck, man? That was cool. Shit like that always happens. It's so weird.
Magic. This was on the bottom
Wow.
of the deck.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Our confirmation.
Right. It's magic.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Okay. I feel like I want to get them oracle cards.
Yeah. Oh yes, maybe I'll do that too, because I haven't done the oracle. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Oh, I know which ones I'm gonna do. I want to show you these, anyways.
Okay, I'm grabbing some. I'm still here. You can see me. Ooh, I don't know why, but I want to use these. This is probably like the weirdest podcast ever. Like our podcast is like not a normal podcast.
Which makes it even better.
I want to use these for sure. I don't know.
Oh my God, those are dope. Cool.
They're very dark. They're like
that.
Shadow work cards. I call them my shadow work cards.
Okay, that's good. I think that's necessary, especially with all that transformation energy.
Right.
You know, coming up. Oh, is it something with Pluto? Pluto's doing something during this full moon too. That could be
Capricorn.
Yeah, it's like a conjunct something, or
yeah, it might be a
Pluto's doing something.
It's probably opposing Capricorn to what, Gemini?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe square. It might be square because Capricorn Gemini
clarity.
is kind of like definitely a square degree. Ooh, what is that? What deck is that?
It is my unicorn deck.
Oh, I have unicorn decks too. Well, I had several. I have one left. That one's really pretty though.
What is it reflecting? It's reflecting you.
It's reflecting me.
It's reflecting you.
That is so funny. I see my face in there. That is
crazy.
My God!
What? That's so funny. Wait, and you just had the reflective, right? Like the dark mirror reflective.
Yeah.
And it's reflecting you. That's so weird. What?
It is. I can like see myself in there.
Oh my God! I guess you're part of. Wait.
What does that card say?
The clarity.
That's funny. It's funny.
Wow, that is pretty good.
Triumph of
what does that say?
Lies.
Oh, damn. Rough.
And it has a crown. It looks like a king, but it also looks like a dead soul.
Ooh. So these cards are way different than those.
Right.
This one says hope, love, light. You're like triumph of lies.
The spirit of death.
The spirit of death compels you. And I'm like, clarity, hope, love, love. Oh my God.
That is funny. That is that's weird too though, because it looks like in this card though, like it looks stupid ring light. It looks like you could see like looks like something's reflecting, like not like in the actual card, like something is looking back into the card that is reflecting, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, yeah,
Front
that's kind of
and
trippy.
behind of them. It is very trippy.
And that's kind of, it's pretty interesting because I like how they like, you know, cut it into like those in those shapes, because it kind of like alters the like image in a interesting way. That's pretty trippy. It's kind of making me think, because like it looks like those are like mannequins without heads almost.
Yeah.
And it's like the guy in the back has, it's like, okay, you know what I'm thinking? It's overcoming, okay, the things that we tell ourselves that we try to justify those old habits and those old things that we continue to do, that we know are holding us back, but we continue to do them anyways, even though we know that it's shit and it's not doing any justice for us. That is what we need to triumph over. We need to triumph over continuing to tell ourselves lies.
It's like
in
an
order
obsession.
to continue
it's like we
to do that thing.
Yeah.
What?
Like an obsession, because this card came
Yes.
out with it. It's
Yes, where it's
like
it's an attachment.
Yes.
An attachment that we have that is not fucking serving us, that's keeping us stuck, and we keep telling ourselves these lies to continue to do it. But that's what we need to triumph over. We need to triumph over continuing to tell ourselves things that we know are untrue.
Yes, and this is card 1 too, so it is like self, you know?
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes, the readings of these cards are very like they're even darker than the damn cards.
Ooh,
but it's very like they're dark, but it's enlightening at the same time.
It's provoking those. Yes. That definitely, it does kind of provoke those feelings, those shadow aspects. Look at this card that came up. You keep getting reflected on the cards. Perspective.
Oh wow, yeah.
But look, it's only you that's getting reflected. Wouldn't it show me too?
What is on that card? Because when I see that card, it does not look like a good card to me. The picture on that card, oh my god, it's scaring me.
Is it?
You know, it looks like a fucking face, like a woman's face that's like all white, like she's dead or something, and she has no eyes. You don't see that?
I do. No, I see it when I'm looking. I see what you're seeing. It is kind of creepy.
Yes.
It is still kind of creepy though, even just looking at it now. I think that it's more like ethereal though, like when I'm looking at it, because it has like a seahorse in front. But it is pretty creepy. So it's looking, okay, the perspective thing. Having to adjust our perspective on things that are uncomfortable to look at, or things about ourselves that we're not wanting to look at, or things about ourselves that we lie, about to ourselves. We justify things, we do things, even though deep down we know it's not good for us. We need to stop looking at those things as maybe adjusting our perspective in some way.
Yeah.
In some way that will provoke or inspire or motivate ourselves to do something different, to do things in a different way.
Okay, I'm gonna read this from the book for the Triumphs of Lies. It says, the triumph of lies is about appearance, and appearance is always so important in the world. Day by day, it seems more important. Can that be a lie too? We seek to be what the world outside desires and not necessarily society at large. Our family, our partners or friends place judgment on what we should be. In the dress we choose, we carve a mask of expectations, behaviors, and values to live by. This literally is talking about what we've been talking about. It offers subtly to ourselves and to our relations, as being honest and true to ourselves can be too tiring, too easy to make us hurt. Unfortunately, the relationship with our mask is not as straightforward as it feels. Inside the mask, a mask like I was seeing in that card, like, look, you know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Inside the mask, envy grows, vanity takes root, lack of self-confidence becomes a habit. It gnaws at us and hurts us from the inside, like the fucking cards we seen in that black and white deck and this obsession card.
And saying habits, we were just talking about habits or bad, like
it feels like it is ourselves, but it's not really authentic. It is just a lie we have made habit to believe in. When our lives become a gilded cage and our dress become a burden, like the 10 of fucking wands I just had, we should remember that we were born naked.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. That's literally everything we fucking just said. Like, literally.
Yeah. That puts into perspective.
Yes.
A broader picture of what we were picking up this whole time. You know what I mean?
Kind of like, yeah, exactly. More, yes. It kind of like reined in what we were expressing.
It's like our authentic self is trying to come out. We're trying to hold it. But see, that could be that too. Like, just a different spin on it. It's like instead of us holding on bad things, we're trying to hold in our truest self. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to express that. We don't want to release it. We don't want nobody to see it.
And that's
because we're scared.
Shit, my bad. My fucking camera. And that's like the duality as well.
Yes.
Again, like it's like the both, there's two sides to every thing. Sorry, my camera keeps fucking falling. Like, damn it.
That was crazy.
That is very interesting. I just got stability.
Yeah, and I just got the child I was meant to be, so. It's like,
okay, wait. Oh my God. Again, wait, the child that you were meant to be, kind of, it's like our most authentic versions of ourselves. That is who, and it's like we need to go back to that place, that time in our lives when we felt the most free, the most authentic, the most like ourselves, and kind of like take from that how we used to cope during that time, take from that different ideas or inspiration to get back to that place, to allow yourselves to get back to that place. And that's where stability will come in.
Yes. And this has the full moon. And it's like, it's crazy because you got that perspective card, and it's like the reading can be, like you said, the duality. It could be taken the way we were picking up on originally, and then also on the flip side of those things too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then this is like the full moon on this one. So it's like it's coming to light. That's what this full moon is doing, basically. Why it feels so, you know what I'm saying? Why it feels
wait, oh my God, wait, so the duality thing, Gemini, twins, right?
Yes.
Full moon, fucking Gemini.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's
oh my
pretty
God,
cool.
bitch.
Dude,
this was on when I just looked down at the deck.
stop! Oh my god.
And then look, it's a half moon duality, light dark.
Oh my god. Dude, come on, bro. That like wow. 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 Look, Spirit's trying to tell me to calm down. It's like, slow your roll, kid. You're getting too wound up.
I know, but it's crazy though when things just like
It's so, I know.
it's like
I know.
how, you know what I mean? And me and Derek were talking about that part too, because I was like, you know, I was like, with the lightning strike, like it don't strike in a specific way. That doesn't happen every day, Derek. You know what I'm saying? It's a very important experience. It's a divine bolt of lightning. He's like, oh, and this is card number 8, and I'm in life path 8 too, and I definitely do feel like, and I do feel like I mean, we even talked about this, like for me personally, like a lot of my, like I am not doing things that I know are authentic to me, like my normal, like self-care, my normal eating habits, my normal, you know what I'm saying, exercise patterns, a lot of things I'm not, you know what I'm saying, being true to me, and the things that I know are good for me. I'm not necessarily doing things that are like bad for me, but I'm not doing things that I know help me. And inadvertently causes bad experiences, you know what I'm saying, and bad feelings and bad emotions, you know, by not doing parasite masquerade.
Something kind of taking up our energy, kind of like sucking us dry. Something sucking us dry. There's something that's like is taking from us. It's no longer giving anything. It's something we, again, look what came up, walking away. It's something we need to. Is that the Knight of Pentacles? Yes.
I had that card earlier.
The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah.
I had that card earlier when you were saying something about something, and I was thinking, I was like, yeah, slow moving, and I was looking at the Knight of Pentacles, but I put it back in the deck when I picked up the other cards. But yeah, so that's very relevant. It's like maybe like the stability comes from things that when you take more care and concern and time to focus on them. You know what I'm saying?
When you're feeling most balanced, when you come to a state of balance, that is when you feel stable and secure. And it's like maybe highlighting that, like the self-care habits need to be readjusted or re-implemented, because I think maybe people have been kind of, slacking in that respect. Because I've been doing that too. I've been doing that as well.
Yeah, and it's like it's because of this energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And that Knight of Pentacles reminds me a lot of the 8 of Pentacles, just because of the pentacle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, take your time to focus on the things that are important. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush the things or try to put off the things that are important. Like, it's focus on those things that mean something. Those things,
and it takes small steps forward, and that will get you further and further away from the things that no longer serve you. Each step that you take forward in a certain aspect, things that make you happy, starting to re-implement self-care routine habits or re-implement things that make you feel good. Each time you do that, the further you walk away from those things that no longer serve you. The sooner you start walking forward and doing things that make you feel whole or full again, the quicker it will be for you to completely get rid of all those things that are holding us back, all those things that are holding us hostage, keeping us feeling bound, or like tied up, or just feeling like, you know, like stuck, like you're stuck. But it's all in our heads. It's like things that, you know, we feel like we are, but it's just because we're not making steps to move forward. We're not doing the things that make us feel full, whole, and complete. Once we feel full, whole, and complete, those habits or those things that hold us back, we won't want to do them anymore. It's going to be like a natural and organic evolution, because once you start fulfilling yourself, you don't need things to you don't need external things to try to fulfill yourself, because you're fulfilling yourself. What does that say?
That is
Prosperity. Wow.
That is like, you know, that is what that leads you into, like the freedom and the just feeling, like you said, full, feeling whole, feeling complete, prosperous, like you don't feel like you're lacking.
Yes, getting into that, feeling empowered again, walking into your empowerment, not allowing external things to derail you or to veer you off your path of feeling full, whole, and complete. If there's people that have issues with you doing certain things that make you feel full, whole, and complete, then those are the people in the situations that no longer serve you. If they're trying to hold you back from that, then that's an issue.
Yes.
A lot of like reflection, a lot of like that, like, you know, the mirror aspect, a lot of maybe a lot of projection, or for some reason I want to say rejection. Something about that, like maybe like feelings of being rejected, because maybe it's like you're not being fulfilled in some way, so you're feeling, it's like it's bringing up feelings of rejection, and it's like we're looking back on better times,
that is fuck off,
as if we can, oh my god. That is awesome. Well,
I was looking at this card. I'm like, what does this card have to do with anything? And then you said, looking back in better times. I'm like, oh, there it is.
There it is. That's funny. Dude, I love it. Wait, let me get my soda real quick.
Okay, we have prosperity again, commitment, and truth.
Commitment and truth.
Oh my god, this commitment card, though, it's like a commitment to yourself, commitment to all aspects of yourself. Duality, again, it's front of the full moon,
wow,
it's
with
light
the
bird and a dark bird.
Wow. And then the full moon in the back.
Yes.
And then it's like, duality, balance.
And then personal truth, it's like you said earlier, like looking at yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing yourself, reflection. Oh my god.
And like this is the Hierophant, but this card, it's like you are looking at your higher self's view, like kind of like remembering meditation might be like really beneficial to a lot of people. Meditation is beneficial to everyone, I think.
Too,
but I feel like that might be like something that might bring some sort of clarity, some sort of ideas or thoughts, or different, or clarity on our old belief systems, clarity on you know, our those old habits. Realizing that those things are things that
Uh-oh, did her phone die? For those of you who don't know, I was like, did her phone die? And I was like,
No,
for those of
I
you
got
who
like,
don't know, her phone dies all the time.
well, I no, I got some like message and it like I meant to like swipe it up, but instead I fucking clicked on it instead and it took me to my email.
I know, I always have to turn my do not disturb on. Dude, Danny said, he sent us 250 stars today.
Oh my,
He did.
yay!
I know. He said good night
Aw,
earlier though. I missed it.
aw. All right, well,
Yeah, Sarah, I feel you definitely.
mm,
She said, I have completely lost myself and I'm struggling with the same things, Robyn. I really can't believe like how spot on you guys are. I attempted to walk away, but I was called back my mother-in-law. Attempted to walk away, but I was called back my mother-in-law. I don't understand what that means exactly, but I'm glad you came back.
yeah. That's awesome.
You know, everybody says that. Like everybody says how, and it's like we're good by ourselves, but when we're together, it's a different aspect. It's a different type of. That's why I call it vibe stream. You know what I'm saying?
We kind of feed off of each other. Like it's like it kind of like elevates and it kind of like makes the reading even more accurate because there's like two different like perspectives on the same thing, and it kind of makes it more well-rounded. So like when people hear it, it's like, oh shit, yeah, like oh yeah shit, and then it's like cool. And then all the fucking and the cards that kind of confirm like literally like it's fucking it's
oh my god happened. Didn't you say this?
Yes, walking into our empowerment. Dude, with the full moon in the background, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of full moons. They're not all like that either. Look, they're not all full moon cards, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
that's interesting. Yeah. And the empowerment, wow.
Yeah.
Literally what we were just saying, like, it could, our cards confirm for, like, the other person.
Yeah. Yes.
That's so sick.
And it's like this full moon because it's the full moon, and I feel like it's completing, it's closing out a cycle, you know what I'm saying? It's closing out a cycle of what the fuck we've been, like, what the Scorpio energy, the South Node Scorpio has been bringing up, that we felt like we've been tortured by, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Bringing up old shit.
All these dark, this dark shit that's coming to the surface, so that we can, like, it's like Taurus, it's like we have to get to Taurus, we have to go through Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to go through the darkness of Scorpio and the deepness of Scorpio to get to the light, fluffy beauty of Taurus. You know what I mean? Yeah. To get the North Node. Those should be shifting.
Temperance.
Oh yeah, again, I love that.
And the full moon on top. You see the full moon on top?
Oh yes. Yes. Does he have
wings? With the duality? Wings. He does have wings. It does. Well, I guess when I'm looking at the card, it doesn't look like a full moon, but when I look at it in the camera, it looks like a full moon. Yeah. So that's interesting.
So it's perspective. Like, you look at it from different angles, you can see it different ways, and it shows. Wow. You could,
And this actually looks like a fucking full moon too. What hit that little ball? You see it?
Oh yeah, it does. Yes.
That
I always because
it looks like a moon.
It's a sun and a moon.
It's a sun and the moon.
Light and dark. Yep. Wow. Light and dark. Masculine, feminine. Wow. Crazy.
Wow. It's like we're walking on a tightrope when we continue to hold on to those old ideas or old ways of thinking. It's like we are like, you know, each step we take might be like, you know, it's we need to gain that stability, re-stabilize or rebalance ourselves and those old habits and those old ways of thinking, those old addictive behaviors or whatever that keep holding us back. It's like each time we continue to do that, it's like we're walking, we can just fall at any moment, basically. Like we're literally just like we keep testing the waters almost. Like why are we continuing to test the waters, you know? Like why do we feel like we have to do that?
Yeah, it's like we need to let go of those ideas and look at that book and learn something else. You know what I'm saying? Let go of that shit. Let fly away.
Put your energies into learning something new. Put your energies into you know, just learning something new, doing something that will inspire you, something that will motivate you, something that will get you excited, like, oh yeah, I'm excited to go learn this thing. I'm excited to meet these people and hang out with them and talk about this video game or whatever the fuck, you know, like whatever tickles your pickle.
This is crazy. So these two cards were on the deck on the top, and I'm like, I'm not feeling those. So I shuffled, and literally these two fell out together. Yeah. After I shuffled, after I tried to put it back. So
yeah. So you got to show them. Well, courage and what does it say? Compassion. Look, he looks like he's holding a full moon in his hand.
Yeah. Well, it's like a world. It's like having.
It looks like an earth, the earth.
Yeah, it's like to me, it looks like having compassion for the sick and suffering, the people that are still struggling, not awoke yet. You know what I mean? Like, the ones that are still like held down by because we all have conditioning, we all have programming, but some of us are aware of those things, and others of us have no fucking clue. So we're just going through life like blinded and controlled by the things. You know what I mean? So it's like have compassion, more compassion. I feel like that's a personal message.
Yeah,
so
and with
right
courage,
now.
it's like the courage to continue the path that you are already on, that you know is meant for you, and that I think that is having compassion for yourself as well.
Yeah,
because that with the self-care,
you know what I mean?
The self-nurturing, you need it, we need to show compassion to ourselves and have the courage to continue to step forward on the paths that we know we're meant to go on. Those who are aware and woke, so, like or whatever you want to say, like those are the people that are supposed to be kind of like blazing new trails. And if you have that awareness, it's important to continue to move forward and to reach that
definitely don't give up, like just
don't
allow
give up.
yourself the courage, the strength to keep moving forward. And I feel like because we've been talking so much about duality and reflection, it's like if what we see, like if we having compassion for others allows us to have compassion for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because usually we project, if we're like hating or blaming or shaming, you know what I'm saying? It's because we have some sort of trauma or wound within ourselves if we're doing that type of thing. And that's literally the point of why I say the things that I do. You know what I mean? It's like those things. And I made a video today that I was talking about compassion because what was I saying? It's like when we are trying to accept we're trying to force all this acceptance and force these things to be normal and force all this stuff. And in doing so, we have to point out the things that are different. We have to bring awareness to why people are different. That's a fucking oxymoron. You know what I'm saying? It's like I never struggled with accepting people and allowing people to be who they were until I was taught that I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're inadvertently like pointing out all these differences, like, oh, these people are different, they need whatever, but okay, so yes, they're different, but why do we have to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it wouldn't be an issue unless you make it a fucking issue. It's only an issue because it's being projected into society as a problem. So people are attaching to those things. You know what I'm saying? People are attaching.
That's true. Like what you're saying about like when you're little, you there when you're little, you don't just like you don't separate, you don't like you treat everyone exactly the same, you love everyone equally, you don't know, like it is taught to us, it is like a social conditioning, it is like you know, like just, and it could be slight like little things that kind of really like, you know, make you like you know, think differently subconsciously, or kind of like create a belief within you, like little things that maybe your parents said about certain people, or you know, like after you met them, that you're like, oh, I didn't know that, like you know, I don't know what the hell that means. Look, these same cards, I got the Hierophant again, the World again, which I got with this,
and the World,
and I got the Ten of Wands. I got all three of these cards last time.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. The World, like, I feel like I feel like we're definitely
the World,
we, and I don't like that word woke, because it has a very like very far left wing condensation to it, but I say it because people know what it, you know what I'm saying, people know that word, but I mean awake. When I say woke, I mean awake, awakened people that are on the spiritual path, you know what I mean? So I feel like definitely like those of us who are aware, who have stepped in more to our you know, spiritual gifts, who are like, it's time to like, definitely we need to step up. I feel like we need to
step up. Look, there's
up.
Step up.
Yeah. Like we need to step up
to the most authentic version of ourselves. Who we were before all that social conditioning.
So we can help these motherfuckers that need it.
Yes, and show that compassion and help take the load off of and also take the load off our backs. Yeah. Stop being so hard on ourselves. I think we're all probably being very hard on ourselves because we feel like we should be a lot further along, or we should be like, you know, like we it's like but it's because we're holding on to these old things, like these old attachments.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a lot to do with conditioning and programming from the things we were taught, you know what I'm saying, throughout our lives.
Dude, all right, I'm getting the same cards again, dude. Like, I got this one again. I don't know if I showed you this one, but I got this one again.
What is it?
This. I don't know if I showed you it last time, but no. I got this card
that
before.
Looks like balance to me too.
Yes, and look, because you see the white and the black, it's like the duality.
Oh yeah, yes.
Stepping up.
Yes.
And with the clouds, like overcoming those old beliefs, old ideas, with the air element, you know, signifying the mental realms. The clouds can represent, you know, like that's what's keeping us. It's like clouding our clear vision of our most authentic self. Those old beliefs or old thoughts, old ideas that keeping us from stepping up into the highest version of ourselves.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. And I just got the Nine of Wands again, but it's in this deck, it's way different.
Yeah.
Like in this deck, it looks like it's like we've taken the time, we've had patience with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like we've learned,
And it looks
learned how to tame the lion, so to speak. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
to me it looks like feeling empowered.
Yeah.
Empowerment.
Yes.
Like
it's like because
empowering
we've taken the time with that fucking Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I said, like we've taken the time to like tame the beast, like calm the waters, do whatever, however you want to, whatever metaphor you want to use to say that addresses your internal conflict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like we've had that strength, we have the wisdom, we have the knowledge, and we are taking those wands that used to weigh us down, and we are like using them to light the path forward, because that is our wisdom, our knowledge, our what we've learned.
Yeah. Use it, yes. Like instead of holding on to those old attachments, hold on to the wisdom and the wisdom that you gained through however long you've been trying to fulfill yourselves on a higher vibrational way of living, kind of.
Yeah. It's a timeline. It's like a timeline shift.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I feel like a lot of overload. brain.
Yeah. Well, this also too is like finding a way out.
Express myself there for a second.
Yeah.
It was so like I think also because to me it looks like the top is kind of getting singed by the wands, kind of like you're burning that wisdom that that you can not attach to, but like hold that close to you, the wisdom and the knowledge, so that you can burn away the things that no longer serve you. Use it as a way to light the way, to clear the path of anything that is not beneficial to you, or not
anything that is blocking stability, your path forward to serving your purpose. Because I feel like this also has a lot to do with the world keep coming out. Like I feel like it has a lot to do with serving. It's like it's talking about a lot of, it's talking about two like separate it's like one part of ourselves that is like, you know, our regular like day-to-day things that are, you know, normal, quote unquote normal lives, you know what I'm saying, but that doesn't involve so much serving our purpose, even though that's all I ever fucking do is serve my purpose. But like I don't do anything else, but you know, I still have I'm still human. You know what I'm saying? I still have,
of course,
we all are human, so we still deal with day-to-day things whether we want to or not, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, so I feel like it's talking about that aspect of ourselves, and also the aspect of ourselves that is meant to like walk the line, walk that path of, I'm just seeing that card that you had earlier, but that girl in the tightrope. It's like we have to walk the line. It's like burn away the things that are stopping us from serving our purpose. It's like we found the way, this wisdom, this knowledge that we learned through going through all these
experiences,
and all this trauma and drama, and and that taming the beast. It's like we've learned how to do that. We've learned how to do that.
We know, yes, we know we can tame the beast, so tame the beast. Like it's like reminding us that we know that we can tame the beast.
It's like
so
strength and power and courage.
Yes, it's just to continue down this path that you know. I got divine love. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But that kind of confirms a lot about like again with like the relationships, like the relationships again, hope.
A lot of hope too.
With yes, a lot of hope and let's see, and home.
Home. Yeah, because I got family, so that earlier, you know what I mean.
And then look, I got Dark Night of the Soul on the bottom.
I like those cards.
They're cool.
So it's like that could have a lot to do with why we felt like we were in this cave with this wild animal, which was our self, basically. You know what I mean?
And this coming up reminds me of this stability, finding stability within ourselves, like our home, our safe place, our safe haven, like kind of bring back that youthful, authentic version of ourselves, like bring that back and do things from the heart, like do things from that make you are that you're passionate about. Continue to do those things, and the more you do them, the more stability will come to you. The more you just do them, the more you just show up, as long as you show up in whatever it is that you've been trying to do, it's gonna be worth it in the end. It's gonna bring that stability that you seek.
Yes. So 8 reminds me of stability too, because to me it represents like Saturn. It represents the physical world. So to me that kind of, you know what I'm saying? It reminds me of stability in some ways. And this says consciousness, but it's 17, which breaks down to an 8.
8, yep.
And it says the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multi-dimensional aspects that show up, like I was just saying, so that we can include them in our reality. Like I was just saying, like talking about different aspects of ourselves, like our purpose that we are here to serve, but also our human experience, our, you know what I mean, our regular shit.
Yeah.
And then also belief, which is kind of what goes. So the frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. So it's like having faith in our, and kind of, yeah, literally that kind of just goes with what I was saying about that. I feel like too.
Yes. It's interesting.
And also like with the self-worth.
Wow. So
like,
with I was talking about like doing things that you're passionate about.
Yes,
and
yes.
Next 2 cards that came out were music and art.
Oh my God. Aw.
Which are like the things I'm passionate about.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute. Thanks, guys. I love the cards. The cards are so good.
Yes. Well,
they really do have their own personalities.
Well, yeah, but that's
like crazy.
It's because it's not the cards, and it's the guides speaking through specific cards that have. Well, I mean, kind of, because the cards have frequency based on their design and whatnot. But so
for
yeah,
sure.
I kind of get what you're saying. Yeah.
But they really do. Sense. Like I see, like I feel the difference. I feel.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, wait. So this is interesting. These cards are not supposed to be in here, in this deck. So I think that is significant for some reason.
Yeah.
Got the Son of Pentacles and the Mother of Pentacles.
Is that the Knight?
No, this is the Mother, and the Son would be the Knight. The Knight of Pentacles, yeah. And like the nurturing again.
Yes.
Coming up, like with the 2 little deers, like nurturing ourselves, like like revisiting that, but it's being um uh not being hard-headed and justifying things that no longer serve us, but instead being hard-headed and vigilant on nurturing ourselves, on the self-care, doing those things that make us happy, doing those things that fulfill us, that drive us, that fulfill our passions. That is what is going to bring us that stability.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And then
Focusing
I was feeling
on
like
our self-care.
I was definitely feeling like the solar plexus energy for some reason with the mother. I don't know why, even though it's
Yeah.
was that a mother? That was a mother. But I was
Yeah.
feeling just with the way the card looked, I just felt solar plexus. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But obviously the nurture comes with the sacral. Yeah, that one definitely reminds me of sacral
Mm-hmm.
with the nurture and the care and compassion for self.
And
And
then
then
this
that,
one.
yeah, and having the courage and the strength and the willpower to do so.
Mm-hmm. Like walking forward with strength,
Yeah.
with
Ooh, and that looks
vigilance.
like
Like
an eclipse, kind of. It looks like a sun and a moon on that
it does.
card
Yes. Yep. It does.
coming into alignment.
Maybe whatever was learned through that eclipse,
Mm-hmm.
the like those the
We said
uh
that earlier.
yep, whatever. It's like that's the cycle.
Yes.
That's wrapping up.
That's
That's the cycle.
what
So
we
whatever
said.
it
Yeah.
was that was brought up during that time, that's
Yeah.
what is
Mm-hmm.
being wrapped up. That's what,
Yes.
and so that is gonna yeah, like revisiting that, like remembering like what you've been learning or what you've been, you know, bringing into clarity in some way. That is the cycle that is wrapping up, and that's the remnants of
Mm-hmm.
that cycle, the remnants of the subconscious things that that
Yes.
are still
Yeah.
being brought up,
Scorpio. Yeah.
is
Scorpio is very subconscious.
the echoes, like the echoes of whatever has been brought up from the eclipse. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the echoes of the eclipse energy. Those are the things that are being brought up. Wow,
Yes.
that's crazy.
I know. Yeah, because we said that earlier. Like this full moon,
and
because
and what's cool is like that came out, you know, like it was brought up at the end, you know, like we're
yes.
like
Yeah.
now it's like you know, like the wrapping up. It's like,
Yes.
you know, like
Yeah.
the coming
Yes.
full circle, coming
Yes.
full circle.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, because the cosmic flower. That's, I guess. Yeah. So, the frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the
Huh.
core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. So it's literally it's talks about home, world, but also like you said, a flower. Like, I don't know, to me that this looks like wrapping up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
coming full
Mm-hmm.
circle.
Coming full circle. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like coming to a close to like a when a star does a supernova, like it implodes in itself, but then it blows up. You know
And
what I'm
then it
saying?
blows. Yes. Yes. Like wrapping up those cycles are going to allow us to expand. It's going to allow us to grow.
Yeah.
It's going to allow us to, you know, like break free from
Mm-hmm.
those old fucking things that have kept us bound up or
Yes.
tied
Those things that we
in
need
certain
to
ways.
burn away. Those things that we need to burn away so that the
Yeah.
smoke can clear, so that we can see it more clearly. So you know what I'm saying? So we can get the fuck out, basically.
Yeah, so, yeah, I just want to get the fuck out.
um yeah, it's like we have to like go into ourselves so that we can come out of ourselves.
Like to go in so that we can like
Yeah. Rebirth, death and rebirth.
rebirth, reopen. Yes, rebirth. Like it's going to be like a rebirth. Like this is like, it's like a cycle that's being closed out. It's gonna bring us that sense of youthfulness once more. It's gonna bring us that sense of like freedom. Like, oh my God, I have so much freedom now because that thing is not keeping me stuck. that thing that was holding me back is not keeping me stuck anymore. So it's going to bring us that sense of empowerment, sense of freedom. It's going to bring stability. Like, it's going to bring all the things that we've been striving to achieve once we just let that shit go. Those old fucking habits, those old little things that we know are holding us back.
It's like the truth, and then re-emerging like a butterfly from a fucking cocoon.
Transformation again. You know, the again, that transformation. That's crazy.
From our truth, we got truth earlier.
Yep, so and walking towards the clarity with like the light. Like it's bringing us clarity. There's clarity being found within whatever it is that we're trying to overcome. I feel like most people, like if they're listening to this, they're going to know exactly what it is that's holding them back within their own lives. It's like it's like we know what it is. Most of us are aware. We know what it is. It's just a matter of walking that path, just continuing to move forward, continuing to walk further away from those things that hold us back.
Yeah.
And
release the shit that we're holding on to that is stopping us from being able to balance on the path that we need to walk on.
Exactly. Letting it go, letting that shit go.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool. What time is it?
It's almost 12:45.
All right. I'll probably get off around 1:00. Because you know, I still gotta do the elf, because I do the elf for my kids.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I gotta think of creative things to do. I love doing it because it makes me like get creative.
Yeah, it makes sense. I know. I don't really do anything. I thought that's why I made that joke earlier about the Christmas blanket. I'm like, I'm ready for Christmas. I got a fucking Santa throw, bitch.
Oh my god, that was so cute. That was wonderful. Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Bob, it's okay, buddy. It's all right, buddy. We usually do more talking. Well, kind of talk more on weekend. Tuesday usually is more spiritually based.
All right, I'm back.
Talking to myself, basically.
So what were you saying? What?
I was like, we usually do more regular talking. I was like, well, no, Tuesday is usually more spiritually based. Weekends is when we go ham.
It becomes more like esoteric on Tuesdays, and then the other days are like more more like kind of like edgy topics, maybe like edgier.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't notice that till now, but it's kind of true. Like Tuesdays, I feel like we end up doing like a lot of card readings and shit, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of
like the other days are more like just talking shit.
Yeah, bringing up political issues and social issues and
things like that. Yeah.
Fucking garbage.
Well, that kind of gives us some sort of like kind of, you know,
kind of schedule-y, like a routine.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah, exactly. Or it kind of gives us like a guide, like, okay, like we can think, because, you know, there's only so much we can talk about, like, you know, like we gotta think of things like okay, so this week I'm gonna bring up this, so I'm not just sitting here like not talking about anything.
That's right. Like, we have a guideline. That's why and it's funny because it just naturally, organically, like we said, you know what I'm saying, just happened that way, really. You know what I'm saying? We don't really because we don't really plan anything. It just organically happens that way.
No.
I mean, we plan to go live, but
I
We
think
don't ever have
that like makes it so much better because like it just kind of aligns with me. Like I get like more, I feel like it happens easier for me if
hmm
there isn't that like
the pressure
um
of
the
having to.
the pressure, because the pressure is what makes me like
It's
feel
restrictive.
overwhelmed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and I'm like,
restrictive.
nope, can't do
Yeah,
that. Nope.
yeah, it's restrictive for sure. That's why
I
I
like
don't
these.
really.
I like these lights over here. They're like causing some cool little.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say something. I totally forgot. I am tired. I gotta freaking drive. I gotta drive Dan to work in the morning so I can go to the vet, and it's all the way in Kentucky. I mean, it's not
Oh
all the way. It's not that
shit!
far. It's still in another
That's
state
far.
over a damn bridge over a river that scares me. But I have to do it for Chiron. You know what I'm saying? If it was for
Yeah.
myself,
No,
I
definitely.
wouldn't. But for my cat, he depends on me, so
Oh.
I have to. You know, not his fault.
Yeah,
Not his fault. I'm scared to drive.
poor baby.
You know,
Oh.
and I'm not really scared to drive. I'm just scared to drive that car on the freeway, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, please, if you need to call me or something, please do.
okay,
Just make sure you're safe, or at least let me know that you got there, so I know that
okay,
you made
yeah.
it
I'm sure
okay.
I'll be okay with on the way there with Dan. Just on the way back when I'm by myself, I'll be fucking freaking out. I'm sure.
Mm. Wait, so but is he gonna come with you? Well, you're gonna drop him off, right? Where does he work?
He works. It's not that far from the vet. The vet, it's in
Okay.
Kentucky, and his work is in Kentucky. So,
Oh,
um,
okay.
'cause we're right
I got
by.
it.
We're like a mile from Kentucky, and where I'm at in Ohio.
Hmm.
We're like right by the bridge.
Hmm.
So I just don't like driving on that car on the freeway. I mean, Dan
Yeah,
does it
let
all
me
the
know if
time,
you
but
get there safe, dude, because that's kind of scary. Wait, so but what else? So the car, it's just that it's old, right? It's just like it's an
I
old
mean,
car
it's not really old. It's just run down, basically.
rundown.
I mean, it's a 2000. I mean, it's a kind of 2010. I guess that is old. Forget
No,
what
I mean,
year it is.
yeah, not too. Well, that's not too old. It's not
No,
too
it's
old. I
but
mean,
it's
like
just
in within car, like cars can last
yeah,
pretty long.
it's a Mercury Mariner, so I mean, it's a good car. It's just has a lot of miles on it, and it's been run down by Dan's
Yeah.
brother, and then now Dan uses it all the time, so because it was his mom's car, and they gave it to me
Mm.
when me and Dan were still married, so
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, so it's been in his family since it was brand new, but his brother is like worse than him.
Uh.
If you can imagine that. But I mean, his brother's like really doesn't have no at all, like has no care for anybody else's stuff. Like he doesn't give a fuck at all. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't. He's very, very like selfish and just does not. He's awful.
That sucks.
Yeah, yeah. Which I mean,
That sucks.
yeah. Dan kind of has that too, but Dan has a little more. Dan's a little more compassionate.
He does. Yeah, he has a little. Yeah. Well.
So they destroyed the car, and then there's destroying his mom's new car now too. His brother is, but his brother's
Oh.
been on drugs, but he won't get off drugs. So
Oh.
that's
Well.
most
Yeah.
of it. When I met him, he wasn't. He was clean, and he was. I loved Dan's brother when I met him. You know what I'm saying? He's a really
Yeah.
cool
But
dude.
he
He
was
had a
clean
lot.
when he started using. He probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
People
Because
get very different when
his
they're
brother's into
using.
spirituality, but he's more into like the political side of things and like the deep state and the adrenochrome stuff and like that kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that type of
Yeah.
stuff. Which I know a little bit about that kind of stuff, but I don't.
Mhm.
Probably not even allowed to say that on Facebook. what I just said.
Really? Oh.
Flag, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pull one more card and then I'm probably gonna get off because my phone is gonna die anyways. So hopefully it doesn't die like in the middle of this.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sarah said I got to get some rest, or I won't be a functioning human being. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, Robyn, for everything today. Much love and blessings
Yay!
to you.
Thank you, Sarah. She's so sweet.
She is. I met her on a channel that I watch, a true crime channel that I watch on YouTube, and I met her in Discord, in his Discord server that he has for the members, because I'm a channel member of the guy. His name's Harsh Reality. He's an awesome dude. But that's where I met her at, and then we just been talking in Discord and stuff, and then I talked to her today on Facebook Messenger. So yeah, she's definitely going through stuff.
Really,
like we all are.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, relationship stuff, and I mean, she's a lot like her story. Like it could literally be like my story, like, and yours too. But yours just isn't like current with the man. You know what I'm saying?
Battle.
Oh yeah.
The heart and the cross. It's like battling. The battle is within ourselves, right? The battle is within ourselves. The battle is not external, it's internal.
Yeah, the cross reminds me of beliefs.
Heaven and earth with the fucking duality.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Wow. And then she looks like like kind of like vines, like a tree almost.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of like that stability, that whole like, you know, finding the strength in that middle place, in that, you know, finding the strength and finding that balance.
Yeah.
They look so crazy on when I put them in the, they look completely different. Like when I look at them on the screen, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I look at them like, wait, hold on. It's like tripping me out a little bit. That's why I'm not saying like it's taking me a second to say things because I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Awakening. Whoa.
Oh wow.
We've been talking about being woke. Awakening.
Yeah.
Look how she's standing. She's like
yeah, it's like she's breaking out of herself, like just breaking out of
being confident, finding the confidence within herself.
Like yeah. It's like when I first started like becoming conscious, I call it, and I kept telling Dad, I'm like, do you ever feel like you were just trapped in your body? Because that's how I felt, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just, that's how I still kind of feel that way sometimes, but not so much anymore because I'm a little more, you know, when you first start like awakening, it's very like dramatic and traumatic.
There's a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of like chaos.
And even the amazing things that are like make you feel so much like excitement, even that is traumatic because you're not used to that type of, when you've been like bogged down your whole life.
So
you know
used to we're so used to the where we find it's like sick, but we found comfort in that old way of living, the things that kept us stuck or kept us held back. We found comfort in the chaos, or we found comfort.
Yeah, well, even if you lived a boring, mundane life, you're still bogged down because you have no idea. Like I didn't really feel the kind of excitement that I did when I started waking up. You know what I'm saying? Like I never felt that kind of excitement or joy before in my life, really. You know what I'm saying?
Neither. Yeah.
So it's like even when I was like stable for the most part, like I still never experienced the kind of joy. So even that type of joy felt traumatic because it was just so much. It was like an overload of stimulation, really. You know what I'm saying?
It overstimulated you.
Yeah, when you're sleepwalking through life, even if you're just living a normal, mundane, day-to-day life, that's still very there's like no passion, no drive, you know what I'm saying? You're just going through the motions and not experiencing anything, but it's like you're bogged down. It's like you're in a fog, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're just doing things because you're like programmed to do those things. It's like, that's what you do. You wake up, go to work, come home, shower, shit, shave, eat, go to sleep, do the same thing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Over it. Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Time to break free from that shit.
Yeah, and then coming out of that, it's like it feels like you're breaking out of your body. Like, that's how I felt. I was like, does you ever? I was like, I feel like I'm trapped in my body, like something inside of me wants to
come out. Yes.
Free. Yes. And that world, it looked like it's like that light over the world. It's like the world is awakening, and we need. That's where I think I was going with that. Like, we need people like us to be here for guidance, for truth, for clarity, for whatever, you know what I'm saying? Relate, even just somebody to relate to, whatever the case may be.
We need to be, and not to find that courage to continue to do so. Not let those old things hold us back anymore, because I feel like it's time for, you know, something more. It's time for something more for ourselves. Again, like the self-care and shit, I think is like super like that. That's where you'll find that stability within yourself, is when you start taking care of yourself in ways that you know are healthy and good, you know, that will fulfill you, that won't drain you, that won't make you feel ashamed or like, you know, just like keeping you stuck, like just things that keep you stuck,
keeping you dim, keeping your light dim and keeping you dumbed down, basically, like not
exactly dimming your light,
fully in your power, or fully in your truth, or fully authentic, like we were saying earlier too.
Again,
and you've been very good at you've been very good at showing up every week, because you've been very a little unstable at first, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it took me a little bit. I need a little shaking up, but now, now I'm good now. I swear, I got this. My phone will die though, but we got this. My phone will fall down multiple times, but we got this. I got that Gemini moon, bro. I'm like,
I know,
pretty unstable, bro.
I know. I have Gemini in my 6th house, so that's, you know what I'm saying? The 6th house is like the mundane world to me, you know what I mean? It's like the day-to-day mundane things. So I have, oh, her phone died. It really did die. Damn it. It died. I guess we are gonna get off here, so I'm pretty sure her phone died. No, I don't do that. Yep. Okay, well, I want to thank those of you who showed up tonight, and those of you who watched the replay. I hope that you get something out of this, and yeah, we love you, and we will see you maybe Saturday for Soul Growth Saturday, which is basically just a lot of shit talking. But if not, we will see you Tuesday for our regularly scheduled programming. All right, I love you. Bye.